retaliates. I'm here joined by Sean Nikon and myself, Fatal Uno. Ready for game two here, Sean?
Yeah, I'm ready for this game. Both drafts, they looked really, really solid last game. Um, like I said, I was preferring VT's draft last game, but it turned out that Luminous, they played their draft a little bit better. I'm really excited to see if VT can make something work here. I was a little bit shaky with their item builds last game. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was shaky as well. And actually, just talking about the items, I know a couple people in chat were referring to saying that we were saying some of the item names incorrectly, like Gargo's HUD is actually Locket. Yeah, we apologize for that. We've actually we just have like this thing where we've played the game since the very beginning and also PC version, so we kind of have these names stuck in our head. Even though I know it's Locket, I kind of just keep referring it to Gargo's Heart because I've been playing this game for the last almost a year and a half, 2 years, when because it was as well on PC. So I have the name stuck in my head whenever I see the item. So sorry about that, guys. We'll try to change it up as we go along here. But I do agree. Yeah, the items builds were a little bit off for me. I don't think they item build correctly. If they are gonna go for this kind of attack damage build on Ares, they need to get another tank instead, and he can just be kind of ran as attack damage. We saw actually Shaolin do that in Europe. They ran him as an attack damage carry for their team when they had their drafts. So something similar that maybe Virtus can look to do.
Yeah, I think as you're saying, if they are gonna run the Ares as like a melee assassin, they should probably pick up another tank because not having a tank that game cost them pretty huge. But I feel like you don't really need to build them like a carry.
Yeah, me neither.
I
He
feel
does.
you build tank and you just win those duels and you'll get stronger over time anyway. So
Exactly. So we are gonna get into second game draft here between Luminous and Virtus, and I mean, I'm expecting to see a lot of the same bands. Maybe a couple of respect bands coming out this game. Oh, we can see Apollo being banned, and that's definitely a
instantly
respect
ban
band.
there.
Yeah, he did a lot of work in the last game. Millions was just always causing havoc in the back lane, just being a nuisance constantly.
Yeah,
Lunaria and Esrath.
having that
And
slide reset, you're able to be so aggressive, especially with the shield that he has. You
being able
just
to get
pop
in and
shield.
out of fights so easily, right?
Yeah, instantly stun anyone, slide back out.
So I'm hoping to see a little bit of better performance from Virtus. I think they have a great idea with what they want to do with their drafts. Or sorry, what kind of drafts they want, but I don't think they're just playing it the way they want to. Maybe just a little bit of miscommunication, nerves in the first game, and I'm hoping to see a lot better communication and plays coming out from them in the second game here. And they do ban the Lotus, which Luminous did have, so that's two respect bans right now coming out from Virtus. And Ares does get banned from Luminous. Maybe they thought that it was a little bit of an issue, or they don't play it and they just don't want to give it up. So good ban coming in there from Luminous. Three
Yeah,
strong bans.
the only reason I would see Luminous banning Ares here is because they don't want to play it. They do have that first pick, so banning it out wouldn't really make much sense if they were wanting to play it. And
And
three
Minos,
respect bans.
yeah. I mean, I like it from Virtus. That's fine, but they do pick up their Electros, which we saw them run yesterday a lot of. And what they do with this Electros is kind of just make him run around, and you're not able to CC him at all. And he just kind of just is acting like a nuisance, kind of like Apollo, and he's just so hard to CC. And he builds a Jade Heart as well, so he's kind of just running around, outputting damage and confusing people with his punch passive. Just being a nuisance, and I really like how Luminous utilized him yesterday, and I really like this pick actually coming out from them. Very hard to counter.
Yeah, they built him very tanky, and he was always TPing from lane to lane, just pushing out lanes. And even when they tried to stop him and try and gank him, like you said, that Jade's heart and the sprint was allowing him to just get away safely each time. So nice
But
little pickup
Sean,
there.
look what hero gets picked up for the first time in this tournament that hasn't been banned.
Wolfram and the Freya.
Freya, yeah, the
Oh,
Freya hasn't been
I don't
picked up
I don't
yet.
think Wolfram either.
Yeah, Wolfram I think was played in one of the games yesterday in one of the first series. I remember
Oh, right, the
specifically.
first match of the day,
Yeah,
I think
yeah, I think
Wolfram
he
was
was
played.
picked up there. But Freya's been banned in every series, literally. I think this is the first game that she's been through, and she actually
Yeah,
gets picked up here. So I'm looking forward to seeing her. Why she's being banned so much? I mean, she has such great poke, and um, But I do like the Jean can be a counter to Freya. I mean, people don't realize this, but Angelus, her ult, or not Angelus, sorry, Jean's ult, the Angel, actually can act like a shield to these Freya spears. So it's a little bit of a counter, and maybe mid-fight the Angel can block a couple of spears and reduce a lot of the incoming damage that's being thrown out by the Freya.
Yeah, that's a good point there. So which draft are you favoring for this game coming in?
Um, I'm gonna have to go with. I don't know. I really like both drafts actually, but I might have to lean towards Luminous's draft. Just because I like the Electro, I don't see them getting stuns on this Electros. I don't know how they're gonna deal with this Electros. If he does go that tanky build, they don't just have anything to really.
Welcome
I don't know.
to
I
Hero
honestly can't
Zone.
even make a decision here. I
Troops
think
The
I'm.
only
deployed
way
in
that they
5
can deal with
seconds.
Electros this game is if they use Wolfram to one
Troops
in the
have
1v1 lane
deployed.
against him. So every time Electros would split push, the Wolfram would just have to defend it.
Yeah.
I think Wolfram is he's really good at it in the 1v1 lane. So
Yeah. Very good. Oh, good D words coming out of here actually. From both teams here in the bottom lane. Buff is going to be taken by Pyrus. Luminous does like to give this buff to their carries a lot of the time, rather than their jungler, just to give him a little more presence and pressure in lane. Top lane Wolfram actually gets the buff. Does get a defense buff. I'd love to see him run into the jungle right now, enemy jungle with the defense buff. We talked a
I
little
think
bit about that
Luminous
yesterday.
might go on to bot lane here. Actually, it looks like they're setting up play. Lubu. Oh, nice little ice there by Crystal. Lubu's gonna go in anyway. Tank a tower shot, but
Yeah, they
this is
actually take a lot more damage. Good play there. Ooh, Freya almost lands that spear right onto Lubu as well.
That was almost a really nice setup. It took Pyrus a little bit too long to get that buff, and by
So
the
they
time he
actually
took
put
it,
the Burninator in the 1v1 lane top. I guess Wolfram is a faster jungler, so I can see why they would do this.
yeah, I think maybe after Dragon, like mid game,
This is-
they're gonna have to have Wolfram go up against his Electros.
Yeah, but that wasn't a crystal stun. That was a Pandora stun actually. Coming out there
Oh,
in the
yeah.
bottom man.
Yeah,
They look very similar.
The skin looked like Crystal a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, it did. I got confused too. I was like, wait, she doesn't have a stun like that. But good damage here coming out from Pyrus. Actually doing good amounts of damage. Good return poke there from Freya though. But he does out-trade them 2-for-1 on the 2v1. Good fake TP in the top lane. Kind of scaring this Burninator off. Wolfram continue to do his jungle camps. And Dragon's going to be up in 50 seconds. Oh, Lubu's actually going down the mid lane. Gets a good stun onto Crystal. Crystal getting low. Good bomb. Oh, Una couldn't land that
chain.
bomb. Yeah, if she
Yeah,
lands
couldn't
that, I
chain a
think that's a
stun
kill. Attack buff here on Wolfram. I'd like to see him run into the top lane here and possibly try to get a kill onto Electros.
Oh,
Oh, there it
Wolfram
is.
gonna
He's putting
initiate
pressure on.
onto Electros.
That's good. That's good. Make him run away. That's fine. I feel like they should put a little bit of pressure on this top lane now. Push these waves. Maybe go into the enemy jungle with this attack buff. Take the dinos. Or sorry, their wolves rather.
Dragon is spawning right now, but no wards around it for both teams. But we are going to see some rotations coming out.
Yeah, Dragon is
Oh,
up. We're gonna see some.
They're
more.
actually TPing into the bot lane. They might try and make a play here instead.
Yeah, maybe thinking, hey, Dragon's up. These guys aren't gonna realize something. Oh, they actually do see Burninator though.
Yeah, and Lubu's going to start it right away. That's a really good play.
Yeah, they know they don't
gonna
have any
rotate
vision
over.
on it too. Might be a free Dragon actually for Luminous. Crystal put in some. No, I thought she was gonna maybe throw her poke in there, but not able to. Free Dragon going to Luminous's favor right now.
Yeah, Una just dropped their ult right in the pit, and they were able to secure that dragon pretty easy there.
Excuse me.
As long as they don't fight for the next minute until Luna gets their ult back up, I think Luminous they're in a great spot right now.
Yeah. I really like Luminous's movement off the map. Their communication is awesome, right? They saw the Burninator TP in bottom with that ward right beside the tower, and because of that, Lubu knows that there's no presence in the top lane, and they have no wards in the top lane. So he just goes instantly onto Dragon. Una pushes out her lane. As we said, she's so strong in that 1v1 lane that it's very hard to contest her. She can just push out her lanes, and she just ran right over to Dragon. Does drop her ult. Yeah, her ult is down, but it's a free Dragon. And they are going to be up 2k gold right now. Not 2 gold. That'd be a crazy gold lead if it was only 2. But 3 right now in the mid lane. Still no first blood, so gonna see what's going on. Good poke here from Crystal. Just putting a little bit of damage onto Lubu. Still 1v1 in this top lane. Actually, Electros actually steals the buff from Virtus, so doing a good job. Sworoff, who we can know makes a lot of plays on that Minos last game, and now he's doing a great job on this Electros. Still in the buff, has an attack buff, so it's going to be very hard for Wolfram to actually put pressure on him in this top lane. Lubu just putting pressure in here. Pyrus running around the map, just farming jungle camps. Very smart. Gonna TP back bottom, maybe put a little bit of pressure on that tower. This top tower is actually dropping really low. They're gonna try to go onto this Electros, but it's just not possible. So I really like this Electros pick. He's just so strong. I feel like he's very undervalued in the meta right now in Asia. He's just so hard to deal with. He can be so tanky and just such a nuisance. Impossible to actually stun CC and get a kill on.
Yeah, I like to see him go back top and just stay there until there's the next team fight.
Yeah, he's not much around the map so
yeah, but I feel like there's not much point to run for him right now, especially in this mid game. He should be just staying top, getting some nice free farm, putting some damage on the tower, and when they need him, then he can, you know,
ooh, good poke,
he can either port or you could take that top tower, no problem.
Yeah, I agree. Nice little pressure here from top. Ooh, actually gonna do a lot of good damage on Wolfram, but he does get the lifesteal proc off onto him. And good little trade there from the top lane. Nice little fight there. Both outplaying each other a little bit. Electros does use his ult. Good ult from Una. Zakar is up right now. Una just putting the ult down. Still no first blood. It's 5 minutes into the game. So both teams playing very passive, very defensive, and just great communication right now. Good damage there from Una. They did D-ward, and they do know that, and they actually don't have Electros right now. This could be really bad though for Virtus, as they're dropping very low from Zakar, but it might be a free Zakar. Electros does TP in. He's gonna be able to get this tower. I don't know if they're gonna get a return kill on him. Actually gets stunned. Are they able to chase him? Burninator does go, and they actually do blow him up. Wolfram does turn on him. Wolfram does get the return kill, or does actually die to Una. Burninator dropping solo. Good damage coming out here from Una from the side lane. Jean does drop her ult to help get that return kill onto Wolfram, but they're not able to find any more. A 1-for-1 trade here, but Zakar going in favor of Virtus.
Lubu in the top lane here. He is gonna get this tower unless, yep, there's
Someone's
two TPs
TP.
coming out. Lubu's
Yeah, they might be able to
in a
go
lot of
onto
trouble
him.
though.
Pandora actually misses her stun there, so that's not a good thing. But Electros does get the tower, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Zakar going in the favor of Virtus, but a tower does go back in the favor of Luminous. So somewhat of a decent trade, or fair trade, sorry, in terms of gold. But Virtus right now is the upper hand in terms of damage with the Zakar.
Oh, Lubu, he is going to initiate on the top lane. Big damage coming out. Pandora instantly dropped.
Ooh, good damage here from Freya. Good poke. Electros drops really low. Dragon about to spawn right now. And they're actually going to try to get it instantly. No stun. They're actually going to go in. Lubu jumps in. Crystal gets solo. Good out there from Jean. Onto the Crystal. Actually gets the kill. Electros running in, trying to chase down this Freya. Freya solo. He's going to tank under the tower. No, he isn't. Freya going to be able to heal up with her her ability. So just a one kill there. Two if you get the kill for Pandora under the tower.
2-for-0 and a dragon. So
yeah, so looking good there for Luminous. Just knowing how to take these fights. Jean dropping a great ult there to find out or catch out the Crystal, who is on top of the hill.
Yeah, and Electros is just gonna keep invading. There's no way that they can kill this Electros, but it looks like he's gonna port top, and they're gonna secure this top tower, no problem.
Yeah, we can see him building the tanky items already. Just not able, just so like, look at him. He's just gonna run in and try to take this tower. He does realize there's a Freya there, so he's not able to actually just go run and take it. But you know, using his just showing that is able to do that basically. Nice little poke there from Una. Una gradually becoming more and more wanted pick right now.
Oh, look at this. Wolfram gonna pop the speed. Lubu, he does scout it out though.
Yeah, nothing really happening. Pyrus is in the base, looking to TP in, and they are gonna TP in. You can put pressure on this top lane. This top tower is so low. Good damage here from Freya on to the Electros. That's gonna be the best way of dealing with Electros. They don't really have any snares, which is another good way of dealing with Electros. I think the snare does go through the CC immune. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it does. They don't have any snares in this team. Good damage coming off from Freya. Jean dropping her ultimate onto 3, and they're actually going to engage here. Mint's going into the backline, not able to do anything. Swore off solo. Electros does drop to the crystal. They actually take the tower as well. Burninator in the backline. Good damage here from Freya. Onto the Paris. Good kill there from Zin. But Lubu is going to jump in. Land a great man stun. Oh my god, but Freya does actually bounce away, but he's by himself, and Lubu goes down. Millions does drop Furnace, taking a 4-for-1 fight.
She might be able to do this 1v4.
They're all solo. Good tower here for Virtus, though. It's a great fight from Virtus. Freya, this is why she's banned. That damage output onto Paris, he could not deal with it. Absolutely amazing there from Zin. From Zin.
Yeah, she ulted him there, and he just got dunked. There was nothing he could have done.
They're trying to defend this. They're actually going to try to defend this. Electro's running in right now. They're going to try to put some damage onto him. Going onto the crystal, though. He's in the backline by himself. Is CC immune right now. Wolfram putting some good poke onto him.
Look at all these towers.
Yeah, they're so low.
Though.
So low. Good split pushing outcome from. This is why the gold lead is actually where it's at right now. Or I'm actually surprised the gold lead is so in the favor of Virtus, considering that Dragon has gone to Luminous twice, and they actually do have 4 towers.
It's good rotations from BT. They're gonna trade mid for tier 1 bot.
Yeah, top lane is actually might just go down to this next creep wave. No, it's not. But 2 towers very low, so that's gold that's probably going to come in the way of Luminous very soon. As they keep still pushing. I know this Electros is still pushing constantly as well as this Pyrus, which is what they need to keep doing right now, just to keep pressure on the map. Wolfram gonna go push up this top lane, has that gold buff, making sure they don't get any free towers. Electros just runs up top, gets the free tower, actually putting a bit of pressure on to Ray, but Pandora trying to go in. Burninator might be able to land a stun here after a CC immune, he actually does. They're gonna be able to chase him. Crystal coming in, good little damage from her, she's dropping so low.
Yeah, look at that, he's just able to just run around and not really get CC'd at all. That's so insane.
Yeah, what a hero. What a hero.
Lubu, look, he's gonna backdoor top lane and get that goal.
Yeah, smart play there from Lubu. Did such amazing work last game on the Millions on the Apollo, so doing well again this game. So they actually are behind in towers. Oh no, sorry, they're similar on towers. 4 for 4. Zakar's gonna be spawning here very shortly. 18 seconds or so, 15 I think.
Yeah, and it looks like Electros is gonna go back to the top lane, try and split push a little bit, and then when they need him, he's gonna port to bot tower.
Yeah, that creep wave will actually do a lot of damage to that creep wave, or sorry, to that tower up top. But might look like it's gonna be a fight here. Lubu actually pretends to jump in, just causing a little bit of havoc. Then Electros in the back lane. Good little poke coming out from both teams right now. No initiation happening just yet. Millions gets stunned. Good damage from Freya. Oh, well played.
Burninator looks like he's gonna try and initiate here.
Oh, he actually misses his stun. Wolfram going in though, into the backline. Lubu lands a 2-man stun. Jean with an ulti. Onto the backline. Mids actually gets absolutely destroyed. Burninator dropping solo. Electros goes in. Electros gets actually frozen by Crystal. They can't drop him. Freya's last auto attack almost brings him down. A 1-for-2 trade in favor of Luminous there. Good ultis coming out from Jean. Actually just almost gets blown up by Crystal, doing so much damage. They're actually gonna go aggressive here, knowing that Una's by herself. Oh, good damage.
Be careful though.
Good pull back to hands.
Does get stunned out and he gets instantly dropped there by Freya.
They're gonna get on this Una too. Good stun here from the Una though. But he does get the kill. Freya with a double kill. Good play coming out from Zin.
Good plays coming out from BT there. I like how they're playing really aggressive right now.
Yeah, but they're definitely changing up in the last little bit here. Ragnarok Cannon being built onto Freya right now, so she is outputting a bunch of damage right now in comparison to Pyrus, who hasn't built that cannon yet. I like Wolfram's build here too, going to the Emperor's armor, allowing that attack speed buff for his team, as well as a lot of armor going towards his team and himself. So able to be that tanky frontliner, as well as being able to put pressure on the enemy team.
Yeah, it was a really good item.
Item builds are a lot better this game coming out from Virtus, which definitely helps. Crystal actually gets a very early Frozen Scepter as well, which actually allowed them to lock down that Electros in that last fight and almost gets the kill on him. You can see that Freya right click just barely killing him.
Oh, and it looks like there's gonna be a 5-man roam.
Good
Will
damage.
someone get caught out there?
Actually, Burner is gonna jump in, but he's not able to stun the, the Electros. Electros just being the frontliner. Well played here from LXS, aka Luminous. I wonder why they have an X in their name if it's Luminous. Bird is pushing down this mid lane right now. Gonna probably just try to take down this tower slowly but surely. They do have a lot of good wave clear. Ooh, actually it's chunked the turret down so low. 15 minutes into this game, only a 5k gold lead, so very close game still, but next team that might take a team fight can possibly win on a game-winning push if they do to get a full team wipe for nothing. So both teams need to be very careful here. Dragon spawning in 19 seconds. Lanes need to be pushed out for Luminous as their, or sorry, for Virtus as the lane was pushing in bottom, so they go down there and push it back out. I'm really liking this Crystal. Crystal's having a great game this game. 3-1 and 2. There's been a lot of pressure constantly on that front line. Doing massive amounts of damage. Virtus actually does get a dragon now, so 6k gold lead now for them. You can see Pyrus not having as good as game as he did last time. 2-2. Last game he was around 5-0 I think for Luminous, so maybe a misplay there, not banning the Freya and giving it up to Virtus. Because she's definitely doing the same thing that Pyrus did last game, and she's been the main reason as to why Pyrus isn't able to get things done. She keeps
look at the top lane though.
yeah, 1v1 fight here. Wow, Freya doing so much damage.
Yeah, Electros did get a lot of damage off on that tower though. I feel like he could have taken it.
Yeah,
but
possibly.
maybe he was a bit scared of the rotate.
Yeah, he has no vision on the map right now, so he had no idea how many were actually rotating. So smart play. I mean, it's okay to not actually just get that tower, but it does offer them a lot more map presence and map control as well.
I feel like VT, they need to be shoving this bot lane, and it looks like that's exactly what they're gonna do. They need to make use of this car buff, and it actually just wears off now. So. Yeah.
But they're gonna get another free tower here, just getting more map control. Not just allowing
with that attack damage, I feel like they can just run right up and hit that base turret, but
yeah, no, but with Una and Pyrus and Jean, it's very hard to push stuff. You can see Electro's actually split pushing, doing a great job right now. But look at this damage coming out from Freya on that tower. Actually, half health. Jean does drop her ult, but did she drop her? Oh no, sorry, it was a stun coming out from Una onto them. But look at Electro, it's actually cutting the wave top. It's a great play here from Soroth. Constantly just being a playmaker around the map. Even last game on the Minos. Wolfram might be able to catch him out. Isn't actually able to catch him out.
Yeah, VT just needs to just do that again. As soon as they get to high ground, they can just poke that tower a little bit. Their autos do so much damage that even if they get 1 or 2 hits, that
yeah, this Freya just chunks the towers. Look at him split pushing top against Soroth. He's just not allowing Virtus to do anything right now. Just buying so much time for his team. Honestly, playing a great game right now, this Electros. Look at them trying to chase him too. I feel like they're wasting so much time. Just let him do this. They should just push down the lane. Have no fear. Yeah, he's gonna split push, but he's not getting really into your tower, your base yet. So I don't know.
Yeah, at this point in the game, they just need to have Wolfram maybe go up against him, try and shove him out, and then TP with his team to the creep wave. I feel like that's the only way they can really stop Electros from split pushing at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
But both teams probably just gonna wait out for objectives, try and get farm around the map through their jungle. There's a Zakar is spawning in 35, so
Yeah, so is
as well as
Dragon.
Dragon.
I think that's what Virtus is waiting for right now. They're waiting for Zakar to actually inevitably push down the turret. They're probably gonna push down that bottom lane. I feel like they should be pushing out this top and mid lane, and then go just TP bottom. Probably take pressure, take that bottom turret since it's so low.
Yeah, if Luminous push top here, it would actually either force VT to TP for the base turret or to take Zakar. I would have really liked to see if Luminous pushed top lane there, but looks like they're probably just going to try and contest for the Zakar. So Zakar does spawn. Wolfram going to be in the pit. Not starting it yet though,
Get
but
some vision.
Yep.
Tornado does jump on the Lugu.
Lugu
Lugu
might get
actually
caught out.
jumps in the
Lugu
back
is
lane.
gonna go in. Big two-man stun there. He does pop his reflect though, but he gets instantly melted. There's lots of damage coming out in the back line. Electros does go down. Brilliant, in a lot of trouble though. He's getting caught out. Throws a scepter going down. He gets instantly blown up. Pirates in a lot of trouble. Wolfram instantly kills him there.
Freya absolutely destroys the Jean there. Like one shots her with the cannon. Oh god, I thought she like.
Oh my god, the damage output from Wolfram and Freya there.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Una
Watch
trying
them
to
melt this tower.
Yeah, this tower is definitely going down. I don't think Una can do anything about it. Ooh, good poke though. Three-man stun. Actually drops ult. Dropping so low the crystal.
Yeah,
But they are gonna go for this mid lane. Look at this. They're gonna get a second turret. So Virtus actually might be taking this to a game 3.
Look at that damage. They literally two-shot the base turret.
Yeah. Freya doing so much work this game. They're actually gonna take Zakar now as well on the back of that. So Luminous on their back foot here right now versus Virtus.
Yeah, there's just not too much they can do at this point.
They just need to be able to get onto this Freya and kill the Freya. That's the biggest problem for them right now. Freya is just doing so much work, but Wolfram and Burnate are doing such a great job of keeping her alive, allowing her to be able to put out that damage.
I feel like Electros, he just needs to get in the backline and try and just focus down Freya. Even if he doesn't kill her, at least buy enough time for your team to kill
The rest of their team, right?
BT. Yeah, so that Freya is left alone. I feel like that's their only chance of winning the next fight. Is this Electros? He's just got to really get in there and try and focus down Freya, CC her a little bit with his punch, and just buy enough time for his team to clean up the other members.
Yeah, doing a great job right now with the Oracle, just de-warding everywhere as well, not giving Luminous anything on the map.
This looks like it might be a game-winning fight right here. Whoever wins this next fight is probably gonna win the match here.
Oh, she's being popped. Tower getting chunked by Freya.
Yeah.
No one's really initiating. Jean tries to go in, gets a stun off. Electros actually runs in, pauses Daddy, getting poked. Great 3-man ulti there from Jean onto 3 though. They're so low. They need to jump in on this Luminous. They're all so low. Good ulti there from Jean, but no follow-up from anyone. Electros or Lubu should gone in there. They're both almost full HP.
No, Electros got really melted that last fight, but when he popped his reflect, everybody focused him. They frozen sceptered him. They all bursted him, and their entire lineup.
The Freya dropped so low from that.
Yeah, they all took a lot of damage from Electros reflect there.
Yeah, they're gonna actually go in again here. They're gonna put damage. Good 2-man stun onto Electros. Wolfram on the backline. We can see doing so much work onto the backline, but Burnate are dropping. Tower's so low here, they just need one more hit, a 2-for-2 trade here so far. Wolfram just gonna run in, take the tower. Gonna be fighting this Electros, getting poked down by Freya. Freya doing a lot of damage onto the Electros. He actually runs away. So a 2-for-2 here, but another base turret going down. So Super Creep's now coming in the top lane as well.
Yeah, try to take does have their 2 carries alive, but Electros, he's gonna get right in there. He pops his reflect. They do instantly kill Freya. They're in a lot of trouble. VT, you gotta run. Electros, he's gonna chase him down though. I would have liked to see him keep chasing.
Yeah, I don't know why he did it. I think he was maybe a little afraid because he was by himself. But if he can get the kill off onto the Crystal, who is less than half HP, he might be able to. They might be able to push and maybe get an own set of turrets for themselves, especially that top one that's so low right now.
Yeah, especially because BT, they split there. The Crystal and the Wolfram, they just went top and bottom. I felt like Electros. He could have pushed a little bit more and got that kill onto Crystal, but I guess the creep waves were hitting his main, so as you can see, the main's so low right now. I think Wolfram could literally just pop his speed, go and run in there and two-shot it.
Yeah, I think a lot of the issue in that last fight, why Luminous couldn't get more, is actually right before that team fight, there was another fight, and Jean dropped her ulti. So she actually didn't have her ulti fully up at the beginning of that team fight, so they weren't able to chain CC anything there. TP's coming in, they're just going to keep pushing in these lanes.
Yeah, I think Wolfram at this point might just come in from the side and backdoor, I think.
Yeah, I'm just pushing in the lanes right now, Virtus. Luminous doing a great job of pushing out the lanes back at them though, like not allowing the creeps to even come into their base to give vision. They're kind of just pushing them out from the outside, from the top of their hill, like the top of their ramp, which is a smart play coming up from Luminous, not allowing for these creep waves to stack.
Yep, and it's gonna make Luminous choose where they want to position inside their base. If they force two people to defend the top wave, that exposes their bot.
So much wave clear.
Yeah.
From this Pyrus and Nuna, and Jean just able to just destroy and melt waves. Good Oracle pickup on the Electros, not allowing them to get any vision in their base. So
they gotta be careful though how they position inside their base. You see how they're all really far up? I feel like if Wolfram, he just came in from the bot lane here, he just instantly killed it, but
look how low this. I didn't even realize how low the base is. 2 health right now.
yeah. That's why I was saying Luminous, they gotta be careful how they position inside the base and
Yeah, I think
who
Wolfram
they're
should just
gonna
go for it.
choose. Yeah.
I think they should
like,
maybe
Luminous,
take a fight top with 3 of them, with Freya and
yeah, just have Wolfram and backdoor.
they're actually gonna go in here. Burnair jumps in, Lubu jumps in as well. Freya doing a lot of damage onto this Pyrus. Not able to get anything done though. But Pyrus does bring down the Burnator. Electro's going in onto this backline. Wolfram actually getting the kill, but Freya just takes down the turret. And game 2 going in favor of Virtus over Luminous. 1-1 in this best of 3 series.
We got a series, Fatal.
We do have a series here, and well played by Virtus. Changed things, 360 spin from their first game. Absolute stomp in the first game for Luminous. In this second game, much more calm, collected, cool, and I mean, they also had Freya, so that's a big benefit going in their favor.
Yeah, we've seen Freya and Wolfram ban a majority of this entire tournament, and they got 2 of those picks right off the start, which I think was really good for Virtus. And their item builds were a lot better this game. We saw like really good plays coming out of them this game from last game.
Yeah, they did a great job of I mean, I feel like Luminous played very well, constantly split pushing, using the Electros they wanted to, or the way they wanted to, but I don't think this Pyrus just came online the way they could have, and I think the one issue with the Electros this game is he didn't offer enough CC, or like back lane pressure, or back line pressure rather, onto this Freya, so Freya was just allowed to do whatever she wanted in these fights with Burnator and Wolfram just causing so much havoc. They're not able to actually focus the Freya down, so she was just doing so much damage in those early game fights, and we could see it. She kept just going onto the Pyrus and just absolutely melting him.
Yeah, I also think Electros, he might have got his deity way too late. As you could see in the late game fights, when he was popping deity, he was actually doing so much damage to VT's lineup, because basically VT's lineup, they have so many carries, they're able to shred Electros, and it was outputting all the damage back onto VT. But I feel like he got his reflect way too late. If he would have got that maybe transitioning into the early to mid game, that would have done a lot more work in the mid game team fights. It might have actually turned the entire game around, but I'm not saying that's the reason they lost, but it could have been a huge factor.
Yeah, great plays just coming out from Virtus. I think they just really played their team fights like magnificently well. This Crystal in a Freya kind of just sat in the back lane, just poking them with so much amounts of damage. Freya just constantly throwing spears, and Crystal also just following up with this Frozen Scepter and just doing so much damage with her poke and dropping ultimates on the Burinator engagements. And Pandora just did. I mean, she didn't seem like she was a huge factor, but she built good items. She built Frozen Scepter items that really help her teammate, allow him to peel. So Frozen Scepter, Crystal Shield, and Emperor's Armor, which gives so much benefit to her team. And she was just landing these little mini stuns and engagements, allowing Crystal and Freya to land these spears and land the crystal poke as well. So great player there from Rai as well. Probably not enough credit given to her, but she did play really well on the Pandora.
Yeah, she was able to just Frozen Scepter whoever stepped up to her Freya. She was doing really good peel for Freya. Frozen Scepter and then instantly chain it with her little stun, and Freya was able to just output so much damage that whoever would go onto the Freya, Pandora was right there to help her peel. So
So
good credit
game
to him.
two actually goes in favor of Virtus. So it's 1-1 right now in this best of three series of the semifinals of HEC Asia Championship. We're looking forward to best of three, and we'll be back momentarily. Thanks for sticking around, guys. We'll be back.